Shalom, Israel. Probably don't want to start off giving all praise and glory to Yahweh. Ba'ashim Kaburaj, Ba'ashim Slakia. I had a brain fart. Probably don't want to start off by giving all praise and glory to Yahweh. Ba'ashim Yahshai, Ba'ashim Kaburaj, Salakia. I had a bit of a brain fart, Salakia. But the honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations unto the elect. You know, today's lesson is about being courageous. Okay, so you know, um, you know, when we talk about a lot of things, one of the main things being courage. All right, you have to have a lot of courage to be in this truth. You can't just be a little girl in this truth. You can't just be a little sissy cat whining about everything. Because there will be a lot of things thrown at your way. A lot of brothers deal with a lot of stuff. It's just it is what it is. Part of being a man, part of being a man of the Lord. Part of being a man of God. What you guys would say, man. It would you know is to be courageous. Every man from of the Lord from on down has been always courageous. You know, there are hard to find courageous men out there nowadays. Men who are not scared of saying what's right, even if people will criticize them. You know, Men who will stand their ground even when people think they're crazy. People think we're crazy. They thought we was crazy before COVID-19. When COVID-19 was happening, guess what? Everybody was asking those questions after COVID-19 passed. We're right back to being crazy, huh? But part of the truth is being courageous. And just battling that good fight of faith. Be courageous, be of good spirit. This is Deuteronomy 31:6. Be strong and of a good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them. For the Lord Yahweh Shemashai thy power, he is that thy doth go with thee. He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. So, when you're in good courage, you know, uh, you ain't gonna be fearing what people are talking about you. You ain't gonna be caring, and you gonna speak this truth the way it's supposed to be spoken. You're not gonna cut no corners. You're gonna say how it is. That's what being courageous is. Having courage. Not a lot of men have courage. Men now some men are being less and less manly, less and less masculine by years, by generations. And when when uh Slovakia, but you know when 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 you're going through this, that, and the third, you know, you, sometimes you're gonna be beat. Sometimes you're gonna get home. Sometimes you're not gonna wanna do nothing but realize you got stuff to do. You got stuff to carry. You got stuff to carry on. Maybe you need to make a lesson. Maybe you haven't made a lesson in a minute. Maybe you gotta make a lesson. Maybe you gotta read. Maybe you gotta meditate. Do whatever it takes. And sometimes you get home, you're beat. You're tired. And yeah, we have a balance through this. We take the breaks that are necessary. But at the end of the day, we're trying to be of good courage and doing something for the Lord every day. If you can go to sleep without doing anything for the Lord, something's wrong with your spirit, just to say it blatantly. You know, this is 2 Timothy 1:7. For Yahweh hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. So, we have the real love. We have the real, we're preaching love, what we're doing. We just trying to preach, we're just trying to talk to our people for real. We're just trying to talk to our people really and tell them, hey, you're the people of Israel. But guess what? They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They want to stay in these nice little, society. They want to do this. They want to do that. And you have to have courage and you have to just proceed and keep on moving with a smile. Whatever the heck they call you. You keep pushing forward. You keep preaching. Because at a certain time, at a certain point, those words are going to affect you because you understand that there's something bigger. You understand that there's something bigger and that takes courage. Noah. Think about Noah and the ark. You know how many people don't call them names and shit? You know, you know, Noah probably done been called. You know, you know. So I hear the background noise, but you know how many names Noah might have been called. Years and years and years and years and years of nothing happening. And when he finally built it, as soon as he built it and got all the animals in there, got himself and got all the family members in there, guess what happened? The Lord brought it to them, brought it, because Noah had courage. He didn't give up. He didn't care what the heck they called him. This is 1 Corinthians 16:13. Watch ye stand fast in the faith. Quit you like men. Be strong. You had to be strong. This truth is hard. Being in this thing is hard. It's hard to find, you know, men love women. It's hard to find women nowadays when you're in this truth because you don't want them doing all that, harlot stuff. It's very hard to come across a good woman. And when you do come across a good woman, you're going to be treating her well because there's not a lot of those out there. So, you have to have good courage. There's certain things that you cannot do, and you have to have courage and integrity to not do it. You have to, you have to have good courage, man. You're gonna be called names. You're gonna be called crazy. You're gonna be mocked. You're gonna be scoffed at. You know, everybody was scoffed at when they first came into this truth. I was scoffed at. Your brother next to you was scoffed at. We all was scoffed at. Why you ain't broke no more? Come on, man, you bugging, man. You tripping, man. You know, when they find out that you're trying to do right by the Lord, they they start trying to convince you to do wicked again, because they can understand that that there's more to this world than just yourself. And that takes courage. So with that, I'm gonna say, shalom, man. I hope it was edifying. I hope I lift up. Hope it was uplifting. Hope I hit the point. Shalom.